All right. Welcome back, everyone. Ready to dive in. Today, we're tackling that feeling, the one where you're just itching to try something new.
Yeah, like maybe rediscovering a hobby you'd forgotten about, or even taking the plunge into a brand new one.
Exactly. And to help us navigate this, we've got a really interesting source, a speech, believe it or not, all about the magic of hobbies.
A speech? Huh. Okay, I'm intrigued.
I know, right? It's not what you'd typically expect, but trust me, this speech is packed with insights. And it all starts with finding that initial spark, that aha moment that draws you in.
It reminds me of, there's this part in the speech where they talk about a woman who just stumbled into a pottery class, total accident.
Oh, yeah. And she ends up completely falling in love with it, the feel of the clay, the whole creative process. It just clicked for her.
It's like those moments where, you're not even looking for something and then bam, it hits you and you just have to try it.
Totally.
Yeah.
What about you? What was your aha moment when it comes to hobbies?
Let me think. It's funny. It goes way back to when I was a kid. I used to build model rockets with my dad.
No way. That's so cool.
Yeah. And, we'd launch them, and sometimes they'd go totally sideways.
I bet that was fun to watch.
Oh, it was a blast. But it was more than that. It was that feeling of accomplishment, of creating something, and then watching it, literally take off.
And that's something this speech really emphasizes, the joy of the process, not just the end result.
Yeah. Like they even have this line in the speech, there's joy in the messy middle.
I love that. And they give all these examples. Baking, gardening, painting, even just kneading dough can be so therapeutic.
It's true. And it's interesting how the speech then connects these simple joys to these bigger benefits.
Oh, yeah. Talk about that.
So it's like you start with this fun activity, right? But then, without even realizing it, you're developing skills, you're de-stressing, you're maybe even finding a whole community of people who share your passion.
It's like suddenly your hobby isn't just a way to kill time. It's like a secret weapon for self-improvement.
Exactly. But the speech is also, realistic,
Oh, yeah. It's not all sunshine and rainbows.
Right. It acknowledges that there are going to be times when life gets in the way. Work deadlines, family commitments, you name it.
And your hobby might end up on the back burner for a bit.
Which can be super frustrating.
Totally. But here's what I found interesting. The speech suggests that these moments, these obstacles, they're actually opportunities to, become more resilient.
Yeah, you learn how to prioritize and carve out time for what you love, even when things are crazy.
It's like you're flexing your making it work muscles.
I like that.
Okay, so this got me thinking about something. What are your hobby goals for the future? What's that big, maybe slightly out there dream you have?
Oh, wow. Well, the speech talks about how setting goals, even small ones, can give you a sense of purpose. And I think for me, it would be amazing to actually enter one of my model rockets into a competition someday.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's so awesome. I love that.
Yeah. It'd be a bit nerve-wracking, but I think it'd be so much fun. What about you? Any big hobby dreams?
Oh, absolutely. I've always wanted to write a children's book, but not just any children's book. One based on all the crazy, quirky characters I create when I'm sculpting.
Whoa. That's such a cool idea.
Thanks. It's like a little seed of an idea that's been bouncing around in my head for ages.
It's funny because both of our dream hobbies, yours with the sculpting and mine with the rockets, they're kind of connected to those things we loved as kids, right?
It's so true. It's like we're coming full circle.
And that's what I really love about the message in this speech. It's never too late to reconnect with those passions and see where they lead you. They might just take you somewhere amazing.
Exactly. It's all about tapping into those things that light you up, that make you feel truly alive.
And, it makes you think about how much richer your life can be when you invest in a hobby that actually aligns with your values.
That's when it becomes more than just something you do to fill your spare time. It becomes a part of who you are.
Absolutely.
Wow, this has been such a fun deep dive. I never thought a simple speech could spark so many ideas.
Me neither.
But before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a final thought. How could exploring a new hobby, or even reviving an old one, impact other areas of your life? Your relationships, your work, your overall well-being. Give it some thought, because you never know what amazing things might happen.
Who knows? It could be life-changing.
That's it for today's deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring.